Hello, it is Friday evening and I wanted to get started on a blog that I am going to start even if you can hear the sirens in the background, because as soon as I pushed that record button, sirens went off. The perks, the beauty of living in the city. But before we continue, because I've been doing this very late in my blogs, I want to introduce myself. Hi, my name is Brenda. I am a 30-something that works and lives here in sunny but very cold San Francisco, and usually on my channel I post blogs about how I'm navigating life in my 30s, and every now and then I might post a DIY or a makeup tutorial, or at least I did in the past. I wanted to start a weekend in my life, just a couple of busy days, and I am counting Friday as part of the weekend. I usually do. So tonight my co-worker is actually coming over and we're going to Uber together to the Cops Comedy Club for a comedy show. I am not familiar with the comedian. She actually was like, hey, want to go? And I love comedy. I love laughing and stand-up comedy. I don't consume it often, like go and see a show. I might see a comedy special, but I don't necessarily go to comedy clubs. It was like, hey, let's go. And I was like, yeah, I don't know who this guy is, but like, I am sure I'm gonna have a great time because comedy. We would have met there, but for whatever reason, she's commuting from outside the city. And then even where I'm at, our only option to get there is to take a cable car. Now, cable cars are really nice, and unfortunately, they're very expensive. They are a touristy thing, and I think it's like $8 or 8 something. Maybe I'm crazy. I know that it's more expensive to take a cable car than it is to take like a bus, which a bus right now is like $2.75 versus I think $8. And it just doesn't make sense for both of us to each pay $8 to get to the same location, where she can just come over to my place and then we can take an Uber out there, and probably once we split it, we're probably not spending that much money on getting there. That's the plan. And then tomorrow I do have a GALENTINE'S bouquet making brunch with a few friends, and so in the morning I will be running to Trader Joe's to buy flowers, because it's bring your own flowers and I do not have any flowers, so I will be doing that tomorrow morning. I'm wearing my Dior foundation, and Dior I trust, so it should stay fit, and the waterproof mascara and eyeliner has yet to fail me, so here's to hoping that we all stay intact. But I'm gonna go ahead, I'm just gonna relax a little bit. My coworker said she's on her way, and then we'll just take an Uber out together, and this should be fun. Alright, I know the camera is really awful. I'm using my front camera on my phone, but I don't feel like setting up a actual camera, and I guess we get to test out my new lighting. I did get my new light bulb this Monday. It's also a yellow light, so it's very different from before where it was like a white light. But I just got back not too long ago. I still have this. So we did have to buy 2 drinks. And initially I was like, well, if it has to be alcoholic, then, you know, I will sacrifice myself, because my coworker who I went with, she doesn't drink, so I was like, I'll sacrifice myself. But luckily it did include non-alcoholic drinks, so like she was able to have some like really tasty drinks, and then I had very tasty but very expensive drinks. Shout out to my makeup for not failing me. There literally was a moment where I cried laugh. I was just laughing so much that like tears were coming out. I don't even remember what the joke was, but it was just so funny. It was a really fun show. I had never seen this comedian before. My coworker had seen it online, you know, TikTok, Instagram. And I think she shared one video, and I was like, okay, like it was him doing crowd work, so you can kind of get like a little bit of an idea of what kind of comedian he is. But seeing him do his stand-up in person, it was really fun. It was a very pleasant surprise. Like at first we were off to like a bumpy ride, and then it just started getting really funny. Especially we didn't pay for any special seating. We got in and we got to sit on the like right side of the stage, like where he was looking out in the crowd. We would have been on his right side, and he actually picked on people that were on the right side of the stage. So there was like a guy that was literally a couple of feet away from us, and he got picked on because he was wearing like this outrageous like highlighter green outfit. And then he turned out to be a school architect. So then there was a lot of like school jokes that came out, and it was such a good time. It's my first time going to Cops Comedy Club. I have been wanting to go since like a long time. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead, get this thing off, and go and take Becky out for a walk. I'll see you tomorrow morning.
Beneath the starlit sky, our love's secret line, like leaves we soar so high. Beneath the moonlight, the soft touch your hand in mine gets me every time. Lost in the city lights, our love's electric ride. You make me feel alive. I know July is gone. You make me feel at home.
Alright, I am too lazy to get my actual camera, and I am running very late for this bouquet party, so I gotta catch a Uber over to the hostess's house, which is all the way in the southern part of San Francisco. I went to Trader Joe's to get the flowers that I needed. I initially was just planning on taking like baby's breath. Taking that, it's my go-to. It's my aunt's favorite flower, and it's such a beautiful flower to incorporate into bouquets in my opinion, but somebody already has it, and so I just got some roses because somebody was supposed to get them but they couldn't find them, so I was like, I'll bring some roses. And then it's like the yellow lollipop looking flower, I don't know what it's called. I really like those when I've done bouquets. I don't like doing bouquets often because I don't like the cleanup. I feel like flowers unfortunately die quite quickly. With that being said, I do appreciate flowers. It's just not something that I have in my house that often. I also bought some chips. I bought some corn chips just to have around. I don't know, recently I've really been into them. And then I'm gonna take these to the party. I know it's a little early for like spicy chips, but I thought it'd be fun. Let's go ahead and stop talking, stop rambling, and call a Uber over to the party.
I can't let you go, baby. I just wanna tell you that. No. Yeah. All of my friends say, girl, you better take care, 'cause that man is trouble, you best beware. And though deep down I know I might be headed for teardrops, now that you got me started, I just can't stop. No. 'Cause I love you, baby. I can't let you go, baby. I gotta tell you at home. I've been looking for love so true. When I was down and out, along came you. Though you might be a liar and a cheat too, I just can't quit you now 'cause I love you. Yes, I do. I can't let you go, baby. I can't let you go, baby. 'Cause I love you, I love you, I love you. No.
In case you're watching my videos and you've been wanting to start a YouTube channel, but you don't have like a camera, you can use your phone. Like this is an example of being able to use your phone. It's very usable. I mostly use it when I'm walking around. Cameras are kind of bulky. It's like an extra appendage to carry and all this stuff. But anyways, excuse the way I look. I did wake up and immediately had to take Becky out. She did have an accident yesterday in my rug, which if you saw my video from the last like 2 videos ago, maybe, I had just put in my Tumble Rug. So she, it was just a puddle that I was able to pick up. It didn't soak it in. So we are going to get to test it out to see how good it washes. And also it gives you an opportunity to move the rug forward, because I think the measurements on my old rug were off, which would make sense. There's a lot of like these like cheaper rugs on Amazon and the measurements tend to be off. So I tried to replicate what I had with that rug and it didn't really work out. So I am just gonna take that chance to like move the sofas and scooch the padding forward and put the rug a little more forward is what I think will look better. It is Super Bowl Sunday. I don't watch football. I don't understand football and it doesn't really catch my attention. Overall, sports are not my thing. I'm not a very sports girly. I might just wait to see the clips of Kendrick Lamar, because I am invested in seeing Kendrick Lamar. I have been enjoying his most recent album with like, it's just some great songs that he put out there. So I'm excited to see that. I'm just gonna we're gonna have a low-key Sunday. I did a lot of my like big chores like mopping, vacuuming, cleaning the bathroom, those kind of chores, laundry. That's all been done. I do have to clean my ice machine, but I'm feeling lazy, so who knows what I'll end up doing. And I will try to record a little bit more before we close out this little weekend vlog. ended up pulling the rug. How do I fix it so clear on camera? It's green. The one thing that did happen was this, because I kept tilting this thing on top of it, but it is what it is. I'll get used to it. But yeah, so far I think it washed really well. Nothing bad happened, and now my dog can come in here and wipe her boogers. I might have to come back here and measure because I think this is too big of a gap. I try to mark where the 10, so I think it's like 12 inches away from the radiator is where your furniture can be. So I think I tried. I might have to come back and fix a few things here because this might be too big of a gap. I don't know. Hello, it is Monday morning and I decided to just continue the vlog a little bit into today because yesterday I did wash my rug, my Tumble Rug, and it didn't dry. It was still a bit damp and I didn't want to put it down if it was still not fully dry. So I let it out, and then this morning I finally put it down, and it was harder this time than it was when I initially set up the rug. I don't know what I did differently last time, but I was on Struggle Street and I think I moved my sofa a little too forward. I don't know. It's really hard. I also, that sofa, not my favorite, but I'm not replacing it for a long time to come. It's not an urgent thing that needs to be replaced. I have so many other stuff that I need to focus on. Finally did that. Yesterday I washed the dishes in my sink because I like to clear out the sink and disinfect it before I do the ice machine, because the tubes touch the sink and I can be a little of a germaphobe sometimes. So I'm like, this needs to be like disinfected and just like squeaky clean before those tubes even touch that, because then those tubes have to touch the water that goes into the whole thing. But now we have fresh ice on our ice machine, which is very, very exciting. I love my little ice machine. It was probably one of the best purchases of 2023. I did that, and then I essentially rotted the day away. I didn't play Sims, I didn't read, which I was like, dude, seriously? I even charged my iPad so I could read on my Kindle, because I still have my old iPad. And since it's a little bit smaller, it makes it easier for me to use it as a like Kindle reader thing. But I didn't read. I didn't read a physical book or a virtual book. I just spent all my time on YouTube, just being nosy, minding everybody's business but my own. At night, before I went to bed, had to see the Kendrick Lamar performance. That was beautiful. I was like, what cameras are you guys using? Because the camera, the cinematography, the choreography, the colors, everything was so beautiful. And then Samuel L. Jackson as Uncle Sam was fantastic. I really, really loved the performance. I think it's one of the best that I've seen. But with all of that, we're gonna finally conclude it here. I want to thank you if you made it this far into this video. I want to encourage you to like and or comment and or subscribe to my channel. I do have other playlists you can check out of other videos that I've made. And with that, I will catch you in the next video.